Okay, another video. Rent appliances in Utah. Boom! Here you go, baby. Here we go, baby! Headphones, hello! Hope you guys are having fun. Subscribe to the channel. So, quick video. And I'll see if there's story time afterwards. But I installed a washer dryer set, Kenmore 90 series, last night. Went well, worked out. I was kind of down around this way, and so I was like, okay, let's go do this install, because it was scheduled for today at noon. So I went down, did it, and they did a load of laundry last night, and then she texted me this morning. She's like, hey, I did a load last night and it was working great, and then now it's not even turning on. I'm like, oh shoot, that's crazy. And I asked her on the phone, like, is it a GFI plug? She's like, no, it's a normal plug. I'm like, all right, I guess, yeah, I'll come take a look. And anyways, bought some more machines today. Went in there, tried to turn it on, and because she had previously said, oh, it's a GFI, I'm like, oh, okay, well, then there's I don't need to check that. And then I go to like start unloading my trailer, and she's like, oh, but the red light came on. I'm like, red light? This machine doesn't have any lights. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, oh wait, maybe it is a GFI. Get in there, bam, GFI plug. So I learned this with the previous install, that either with the top load washer, I should research this. I don't know if it's the same for front load washers, but top load washers, when they initially start and draw power, they kind of draw a lot of power, and those GFIs are safety feature enhanced so that when too much power is drawn, they break the circuit so you don't burn your house down. And that's why the machine wasn't staying on. And so I'm like, yeah, we need to get an extension cord, or you need to have your landlord come switch this outlet out, because that's the problem, is it's drawing too much power and it's tripping. And so yeah, so they went and got an extension cord and plugged it into the wall, and voila, it was working. So yeah, I was pleasantly pleased that it was just a GFI. So note to all you washer dryer people, installers, homeowners, if your washer is not working and it's plugged into a GFI, that might be why. So reset your plug, try and turn it on. If it trips, that would be why. Interestingly enough, they had a front load washer plugged in there and it never tripped, ever. And so I'm guessing, and this is why I'm like, oh, I don't need to go research. I'm guessing that's why they never had issues, because the front loaders just don't draw a lot of power. They just do a slow tumble and then let the water out, and just slow tumble and spin and all that stuff. So anyways, that's the story time. Business is plugging along. I think I actually drove past the OG YouTube guy, Kyler, that was on the Corner Office podcast on the freeway. Saw him on the freeway. I'm like, oh, I recognize that car and trailer. I'm like, I wonder if that's him. Lo and behold, there he is. Just driving along, the OG. Maybe not the OOG, but the OG YouTube guy. There's other people that have been doing this business longer, but it was kind of fun to see him. And what else? I wrote out a list of things that I'm gonna record YouTube videos for. I need to get like on my calendar a schedule so that I like actually get around to doing it, making sure I upload and all that stuff. But I'm driving to pick up some machines right now and got a YouTube notification that we were up to 10 subscribers, which is kind of cool. And so I'm like, oh, I should just do a video real quick and just post it. Yeah, prior to stopping in at this place, and you can see my washers in the back if you're paying real close attention. This is so crazy. Doing YouTube videos, washer dryer business. It's a good little business if you have the capital and the time and the resources and the desire and the aptitude to do a little business. That's all you need. It's all those things. That's it, you guys. You just need a few things. Anyways, yeah, it's prior to this swap that I thought I was going to have to do, I went down to Provo. Peter's Appliance, a good little family-run business. Peter's super down-to-earth guy. His mother-in-law, I think is who it is, Elsa, works there, and sometimes Peter's kids work there, like during the holidays and stuff. But I was buying these two machines that you can see back there. Well, one machine, the other one's on the other side, but I was loading the last one up, and I'm like, I'm gonna go talk to him and just say, hey, if you guys ever want to smooth out your cash flow, like, I'll buy machines from you, and if you sell a rental, I'll share some of the revenue with you. So you'll get your money up front because I'm still going to buy your machines, and then if you refer any rentals to us, we'll revenue share with you as well if you'd like. And he's like, I don't know, I got to think about that. People have said it's real lucrative, and we've just never done it. And he's like, I have my feelings about leasing cars, and I don't know if it's morally ethical to lease washers and dryers. And I'm like, I get it, but a lot of people, they are paycheck to paycheck. They cannot afford to buy a machine, and so they have to rent, or they're on the third and the fourth floor of an apartment complex, and how am I going to get these 200-pound machines up, and I'm a single lady and I don't have a dolly, and I don't want to buy a dolly. Where am I going to store the dolly? And I don't want to pay for install and delivery. And you know, other people, they're just well off and they just don't want to deal with the hassle, you know, or they're short term in an apartment and they don't want to buy a machine because the next apartment might have machines. And you know, there's just a million different reasons why someone would rent a machine. And I get it from the haters, hate that post on my social media ads and posts. Why would you ever rent a machine? Just buy it. It's like, dude, all the reasons. People can't afford to save up. They're paycheck to paycheck. They're not healthy enough to get it. They don't want to deal with the hassle. But totally. At the same time, renting is often a means to owning, you know? Like, some people rent an apartment before they buy a home. And why would you rent a washer dryer? Well, because the laundromat, for a lot of my customers, like the one I just went to, she said she spends $200 a month going to the laundromat. $200 going to the laundromat. Now, sure, she might be more time efficient at the laundromat because she can put in multiple machines. But would you rather the time efficiency or saving $140, $130 by having it at your house, and yeah, it's going to take you more loads potentially because they're not as big as machines, but you save that money, and then you can save that money to save up and buy a pair. So anyways, for all the haters that are not watching this video, because who watches videos on washers and dryers, that's why, those are some of the reasons why you rent. Anyways, okay, what else do I got? Anything else? Might switch to not an online bank. We use Mercury right now, and they don't have check writing capability. But this Peter's Appliance store that I'm talking about, they asked the other day, hey, can you write, or no, it was Airco down in Salt Lake. Can you start writing us checks? Because the word harass has been thrown around. I don't know if Venmo or the state or both are like harassing them to pay taxes, because I pay taxes when I'm sending them Venmo money, and so I'm hoping they're setting aside those funds to pay their taxes. But that's another thing I'm gonna do. Another thing I'm gonna work on is a checklist, and put it on the back of my clipboard so that I don't forget to tell people, because I have, that hey, if you refer anyone to us, we'll give you a month off as a thank you. And there's been 1 or 2 people that have referred us, but it's like, dude, would you give up $60 to get 720, 1,440, you know, if they rent for a year or 2? Like, yeah, of course I would. So anyways, need to do that, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But things are coming along, and I'll post again hopefully in the next week or so. All right, like and subscribe, share, comment below, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.